Legal.
I'm calling whoever this district clerk is that has no judge assigned, and we're gonna fucking figure it out.
Okay, Miss Bohannon, you're going to get served one way or the other, and you go ahead and act all crazy to the judge and see what he does.
I don't give a shit about being served. I've done nothing wrong, mister. You've done nothing wrong. I don't know who these people are.
I just told you who I am. I don't know the other people. I've only been there once. And you have zero evidence that puts me at that address more than today. Because I was only there today. And I could document every piece of evidence where I've been since for the last 3 weeks. Because my GPS records everything. So don't go spouting off stuff you don't know nothing about.
One time.
I was there today, and I was out there doing what we call a sit and wait, waiting for someone to come outside because they didn't answer the door. So I saw you come outside, so I went back over there to try to run that plate number, and it came back to somebody else. Then you came back and confronted me, and I asked you your name. So if you're not afraid to be served, why not just tell me you're Lisa Bohannon, get the paperwork, and be done with it?
Oh, you're running plates?
I have a legal right to run plates. Your plate is public record. Yes, your plate is public record. There's nothing against the law for people to run plates.
Well, when you have stalkers and you're trying to fucking hide from them.
I'm not a stalker.
Clearly you are, Mr.
No, I'm a Texas certified process server. And I just gave you my license number. And I have zero. I am certified by the state of Texas.
You were sent by the state of Texas.
No, I was sent. Hold on. I am licensed by the state to serve subpoenas, to serve civil processes. And I have a subpoena that was made out by an attorney, and that attorney recorded it in the district clerk's office with that court number I gave you. And my job was to serve Lisa Bohannon. And I was told that they had sent other people out there. Nobody ever answers the door. Nobody ever comes out. So they asked me to do a sit and wait, which I did. And then I saw you come out, so I went back over there, but you left before I can to ask you who you were. And then you came back and asked me if I put that notice on the door, and I said yes. And I tried to identify who you were. You refused, which is your right, and you left. Now you're calling me, accusing me of stalking, accusing me of domestic violence.
We ran the information, and it doesn't come back as favorable. So if you could, if this is all true, correct, and above board, send a constable. But in the meantime, I am going to go have someone look up this case number, and I'm going to have my judge friend find out who this judge is that's sending people to 1806 South Irving, because it sounds dangerous.
Okay, so first of all, judges don't send people. They only sign things. And this subpoena looks like it was presented by an attorney, not a judge, but it was recorded with that case number. So that will check out. And whatever phone number that came back is not favorable. I don't know where you get domestic violence. I've never been arrested for domestic violence. I've never been in, for assault, anything. I have nothing wrong with a criminal. I'll even give you my license plate number if that'll help you feel more comfortable.
It was a simple Google search with your number.
Okay, well, Google ain't always right. Because if it was, we would take Google as case law. We would take Google as the mother of all, always tells the truth. It never has bad information on Google, right? Let me give you my license plate number.
1806 is a residence. Like, who goes to a non-residence to knock on the door?
Because when a property search was ran, it was ran that Lisa Bohannon owned the property. If nobody lives there and it's an event center, I will put that in my notes, and hopefully they'll stop having people go there. But according to the search records, Lisa Bohannon and Jeffrey Underwood own that property.
And have you seen Jeffrey Underwood?
The subpoena's not for him, so we don't care about him.
Have you seen leave that spot.
I only saw you leave that spot, and you're still unidentified. I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who you are.
It's really suspicious that nobody reached out to Jeffrey Underwood to say, well, where is Lisa Bohannon that's on this tax record?
Because the subpoena is not for Jeffrey Underwood. We don't care about him. We only care about serving Lisa Bohannon. That's why. And I was only there today waiting for someone to come out because I thought that person might own the Dodge Charger, because when I ran the plate, it did not come back to Lisa Bohannon. And then I met you, and you ran off. I can only assume you are. I don't know for sure if you're Lisa Bohannon. But nobody's stalking you. They're trying to serve a lawful subpoena, which is protected under law. Would you like my license plate number so you can run a check?
I don't run checks.
Well, have your judge friend run a check, and he'll tell you my license plate number with 0 criminal background.
As soon as I hang up, I'm calling the clerk's office, so you can guarantee that phone call is coming. Because this is illogical.
It's not illogical. People do subpoenas all the time, and we got people like you who avoid getting subpoenas that don't want to be served. So we have to think of
what?
What's that?
You get subpoenas all the time. That's what you're telling me? You've been subpoenaed?
No, I said we serve subpoenas all the time.
Americans just walk around waiting to get served, and they don't think it's really odd that someone sits outside of their
No, that's called a stakeout or a sit and wait. It's done all the time in this business, ma'am. All the time. It's nothing unusual for someone to sit out on a public roadway where it's perfectly legal to sit, to wait for the person that they're serving. And then when we go to identify them, either through a picture or through self-identification, if I say, is this Lisa Bohannon? Yes, may I help you, like normal people would do, which you didn't do? Then I would say, here you go, you've been served.
You're a strange man in downtown Dallas with construction people, rapists, serial killers, homeless people, streetwalkers, and the like. What woman in their right mind would even acknowledge you?
A lot of people, a lot of non-crazy ones. The non-crazy ones acknowledge me.
The ones are just gonna stop and acknowledge you.
They do it all the time, every day. Yes, ma'am, every day. I even had my badge on. Around my neck, I had a photo badge on me, and you confronted me. Remember that. I didn't confront you. You confronted me and said, did you put that notice on my door? I said, I'm looking for Lisa Bohannon. Are you her? And you would not give me an answer. So what kind of woman who's afraid of rapists and serial killers would come up to a strange man's car and get out of her car? What kind of strange woman does that?
It across the street so we could see what your face looks like.
You confronted me. So what kind of person confronts, if you're afraid of rapists in downtown Dallas and you're afraid of serial killers or murderers, why did you confront me if you're so scared?
So we could see your face and identify if you're the same person that's been coming around for the last 2 weeks.
Which was not me.
Well, we will figure that out.
Nah, well, you could figure all you want. It's a guaranteed fact it wasn't me. You only saw me today. And someone who's so scared of rapists and murderers, you sure had a lot of courage to get out of your car to confront me, but yet had no courage to tell me your name.
Neither of those is courageous. It's gathering information.
So why not identify yourself and take the papers?
It was actually stupid on my part. If you want the truth about it.
So just so you know, a subpoena, there's going to be, it may not be me, but until you're served, there's going to be more people looking for you.
Well, how about you do this? Send a fucking constable with a car that's well inked with lights and shit on it and a uniform people will